Hey guys and gals, Never here for Drink Me Gaming, it's Minus Word of the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Santa Lucia, Nate's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chaining, we're up, and let's go! I guess I'm not that serious about becoming a journalist. It's nothing personal or anything. I feel a tap on my shoulder. Ben, what are you doing? You trying to take notes on the play? Don't play dumb, dude. That's a great opportunity you have in front of you. You should hear him out. Jeez, how long have you been eavesdropping on us? I'm pretty good at listening to two things at the same time. I put a hand up to my forehead. It's no pressure or anything. I just figured a young'un like you might be interested in some, field training, so to speak. You know what? Sure, I'll take you up on that offer. Great. Let me show you how I format my notes. And that part is very important. You need to write what your eyes see without looking at the page. As long as the notes are readable to you, who cares what anyone else thinks about them? Seb's little lecture is interrupted when the lights slowly begin to dim. Ooh, the show's starting. I'll continue during intermission. Remember what I told you so far, okay? You got it, thanks. As unsolicited as the advice was, I'll admit it was pretty helpful. Guess you never know who you're going to run into at a place like this. Ladies and gentlemen, please silence your cell phones and wrap up your conversations. The show is about to start. That accent. It's so distinct, there's no way it could be anybody else, is it, Shay? Looks like Addie is handling announcements. Well, guess the best thing to do is just enjoy the play. Treat it like I don't know the actors on stage. From this moment on, I'm merely a guest. Already a few scenes in, and it's obvious Nate is doing everything in his power to not look in my direction. He must have figured out where I'm sitting there already. To be honest, it kind of hurts. Or, maybe I'm reading into things too much. I've never been an actor in a play before. What if that's just something actors have to do? Not acknowledge people they know in the audience? I guess it makes sense, but still, it comes across somewhat impersonal. To my right, Karina stares at the stage completely engrossed in what's happening. That's at least one of us is having a good time. And to my left, Seb does exactly what he taught me to, scribbling notes in his notebook while keeping his attention transfixed on the stage. I suppose I should be taking notes as well, but I let a sigh under my breath while readjusting in my seat. What's there to even say? The set design is pretty. The actors are acting. I'm half tempted to sneak a peek at Seb's notes to see what he's writing. And maybe I'm not cut out for this kind of journalism. Or maybe it's because I can't keep my mind off of Nate. He's the only thing I'm really able to pay attention to right now. He looks so handsome in that costume. I wish I could have got a better look at it before everything went down. I've seen bits and pieces of rehearsal over the weeks prior, but wow, what a difference I'm seeing between then and now. It's like everyone's acting prowess grew 10 levels. Lines they stumbled on before, they breezed past now, and quite convincingly, too. I think that's what's striking me the most. They recite their lines so naturally, can't even tell they're working off a script anymore. And perhaps I'm being biased, but Nate is easily the best out of all of them. He has such a candid delivery, surprisingly not over the top like his day-to-day behavior can be. He really is a different person on stage. God, I wish I could tell him that in person. At this point, I wonder if he's ever going to talk to me again. I'm so sick of feeling all this regret. I hope he'll eventually give me a chance to make things right. The play continues without a hitch. I managed to break out of my funk enough to start taking appropriate notes on the play. Surprisingly, Seb's technique isn't as hard as it seems at first glance. He's right. As long as the notes are readable to me, who cares what they look like? Ow! An elbow presses into my side in a very tender spot. That hurt! Karina leans in close to whisper, Look, Nate's soliloquy's coming up. I whisper back at her, Oh, what's that mean? You don't know what a soliloquy is? You've literally been doing it all night in your head, you doofus. Excuse me? Education system at work. A soliloquy is when a character spends a whole scene talking to themselves, voicing their inner thoughts to the audience. It's very common in older plays like this one. I see. Basically, Nate's solo scene is coming up. Are you ready for it? You sure know a lot about this play, Karina. Well, yeah, isn't everyone assigned to read this play for high school English class? I racked my brain for a bit trying to recall. Oh, that's right. I forgot. This is the one I couldn't parse the old English being used, so I looked up a summary online. That's why the premise seemed vaguely familiar. Yeah, you're right. I almost forgot. Oh, Benny boy, what am I gonna do with you? Shh. A woman behind us makes a shushing noise at us. Sorry! Karina and I separate, returning our focus to the stage. Just in time, too, as the lights turn off. A spotlight shines on Nate, who now stands in the center of the stage. Seconds later, he begins his monologue, turning to address different sections of the audience with each line. And then, when he faces the far right side of the audience, he suddenly stops cold. And stays frozen, not saying a single word. Staring at one particular person in the crowd. With eyes wide open. What's going on? Is he okay? I lean forward in my seat, trying to trace the direction he's staring. The crowd starts to murmur amongst themselves. Scanning that side of the theater is hard to do from here, but I notice there's an older foxwoman that bears a close resemblance to Nate. The gears in my head finally start turning. Oh no. What? What's wrong? I think it's his mother. What? What is she doing here? I don't know. Things are starting to get chaotic. The crowd's murmur is slowly getting louder, and I can see someone off stage is trying to feed Nate his next line. Despite this, though, Nate continues to stare at his mother, completely petrified. I never got much out of him about what his mother was like, but it must be really bad for him to be like this at the sight of her. I can't stand seeing him this way. There has to be something I can do. Things might be complicated between us, but I still care about him. I need to be bold. Standing up from my seat, I yell as loud as I can to try and break his trance. Whoa, Nate, you can do this! I believe in you! The fox blinks a bit and slowly turns his head in my direction. Whew, I think that worked. His mouth opens as if he's about to say something. I'm sorry. Wait, what? Before he can finish the sentence, Nate runs from behind the curtain and disappears. I stand staring at the stage, just as stunned as he was mere moments ago. The murmur of the crowd suddenly morphs into outright anger and confusion. Addie's voice echoes out from the speakers once again. Apologies for the interruption. The play needs a brief intermission to address an unexpected turn of events. Thank you for your patience and understanding. As if the crowd wasn't loud before, Addie's statement seems to set everything into overdrive. Can't believe what just happened. Are they canceling the play? Most likely that guy's understudy is going to take over. Ugh. I can't hold back a groan. This really sucks. I feel so bad for Nate. The show must go on, after all. I need to talk to him. There has to be something more I can do. Sorry, I'll be right back. Where are you going? Better take advantage of the chaos while I have a chance. I'm gonna go check on Nate. She nods her head in understanding. Ben, good luck. Thanks. I managed to squeeze my way back to the stairs and quickly make my way up to the hall. Now, how the hell do I get backstage? Good luck, Manny. It's all yours. I'm sorry you have to cover for me. The lizard waves at me while running out the door. Get some rest, Nate! Before I can nod my head, the door shuts behind him. Whatever. I can't even bother to pretend anymore. This whole thing was stupid. Why did I ever think I could pull this off? Stupid. Pathetic. The sight of myself in the mirror is pissing me off. Useless! I slam the table as hard as I can. So fucking humiliating. Adrenaline spikes when I finally utter a swear after suppressing the urge for months. Who do I think I am? Ugh, look at this shitty haircut. I shake my head violently and try to comb my hair the way I used to. The Joseph Gordon-Levitt cut was not my finest decision. Off in the distance, I hear Addie announce the continuation of the play. Good. That's one less thing I have to worry about. I'm already going to get an F for this class. Might as well drop it before the deadline passes. I move my head to the side, checking to see if I got my hair looking the way I like it. Close enough, I guess. I can't do this anymore. Pretending to be this happy, peppy little faggot day in and day out is driving me insane. But be honest with yourself, Nathan. Would anyone even like the real you? Face it, man. You fail at being yourself, and you failed at being Nate. What does it even have to offer at this point? It's like Mom always says. Mom. Mother. Of course you'd find a way to show up. The fact you haven't been hovering over my shoulder the past 6 weeks must be driving you nuts, too. Despite doing everything I could to prove you wrong. In the end, you were right. I've got no personality to speak of, no potential. I should have studied business. At least then I'd be learning something useful to take back home. It's like running the orchard is my destiny after all. I take a deep breath to stem my spiraling. No, I can't let her win like that. I still got some fight left in me. Ha! I stared directly into my eyes in the mirror. Something's not adding up. I never mentioned the play to her, not once. I went far the fuck out of my way to make sure she'd never find out. So, why the fucking fuck is she here? Someone must have told her. Someone who knows about her. Ben. The realization makes my blood run hot. Ben! Ah! I slammed the table repeatedly. How could he do this to me? After everything we've been through? Shouldn't he know how much I hate her? She's just going to use this to control me. What the hell were you thinking? Before I can go any further, there's a knock on the door. The play is already back on. There's nobody that should be bothering me right now. Yeah? What do you want? A part of me hopes it's Ben so I can give him a piece of my mind. It's probably just Addie or Niall, though. Come in. I watch from the mirror to see who enters. And my blood runs cold. Nathan. She walks to the door and gently closes it behind her. I turn to face her. It's about time you let your rebellious phase end, don't you think? There she goes, being all stone-faced and self-righteous. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Hopefully Ben will come to the rescue in the next episode, and Nate won't blame him for something that is honestly not his fault. So, alright, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!